Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's Drutube. I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get right into it. Seeing you quit would have made their day, but you ruined it. Instead, now they're losing it because you didn't stop. This person is upset because you didn't stop. They tried to make you stop. They tried to do some things to make you quit. But the way you view things is like, should I just give up and give in because that's what they want me to do? Or should I keep going because I know what I need to do? You can't give in to what people want when you're trying to accomplish something. There are going to be people who are weird. There are going to be people who do things that throw you off and get in your way and upset you for that seem or appear to be like it's happening for no reason. But when people do things like that, you still have to perform. You still have to go in. You still got to go hard. You still got to hit them where it hurts because you can't afford to stop for the likes of others. You have to ruin their day. If they want to try to ruin you, you have to ruin their day by continuing on and by moving forward and by not stopping and by continuing on with what it is you have to do. You got to continue on with what you have to do. You have something that you have to do that you can't stop for the likes of somebody else. Would they like you to quit? More than likely. Would they like you to stop? Absolutely. Are they being nosy and in the way and trying to interrupt you on purpose? Most definitely. But you cannot allow that to take up the time that you need to do what it is you need to do. There's still something that you need to do. Are there going to be things that get in the way? Yes. Are there going to be opposition? Is there going to be opposition? Things that are against you, things that are seeming like it has the potential to knock you off track. Yes. But you still have to do what it is you need to do. And you have the power to do what it is you need to do. You have to put your mind back on track. You have to have a moment to yourself, maybe refocus and put yourself back in alignment with your purpose. There are going to be people who seem to not care about your purpose. They could care less about what you're doing. They could care less about what you have to do or what you decide to do with your life. And it could seem like they're out to get you. Maybe they are. Maybe they're just, maybe they're just playing a game. Maybe it's not that deep, but the fact that they're still in the way, you still have to not let that bother you or get to you, whether they're out to try to ruin you purposely or whether they're out to just play games with you. And it's not that deep. Oh, we're just playing with you. Still, that's still very narcissistic, and it's still crazy for somebody to do that, to try to get in your way and to try to make things difficult for you. But it still may not be that deep. They may not care if you make it or not. They just want to play with you. Sometimes people just want somebody to play with. But still, that person is not going to be you. All right. So you can't let those things stop you. All right. You can't let those things stop you. People are going to hate, and they're going to do things that seem to you unnecessary. Like, that was unnecessary. Why did this person do that? This person could have waited. This person could have done that at another time. This person could have chose to be understanding and realize that somebody is trying to do something that they need to do. But you have people who could care less about that. You have people who on purpose want to try to provoke you, want to try to get in the way, want to usurp their power over you. All right, they want to put their power over you in any way they can, some people. All right, they may see you as a powerful person and they may want to let you know that they're the powerful person. What that means to you in your life is probably nothing more than the business that you have to do with them, and that's it. But they see that as a flex. All right, they see that as a flex. I've got this power over you. That's fine. But I mean, that's the only power you have over me. I have more power over myself than you and that situation combined. So if that's what you want to do to flex the little bit amount of power you have throughout the day to let me know where we stand with each other, hey, that's between you and how you feel towards me as a person. But what you think is none of my business. How you feel about me is none of my business. I have to keep going. I'm not gonna let that stop me. Especially the likes of you, somebody who wants to play with somebody else's success, somebody who wants to play with someone else's time. That may have, you may have even got that off. You may have even been able to play with my time or get in my way or whatever it is that you feel you needed to do that could have waited. But it is what it is. Sometimes, unfortunately, people don't care. We got to bite the bullet. We got to take it on the chin, and we got to do what it is we need to do anyway. All right, we may feel personally about it. It may be something that you have to take time to wear off. Let's let it wear off and not take it personal. You may be taking it personal. You may feel some type of way, like, yo, man, this is what I do. How dare you? I'm busy. I'm trying to I'm winning over here. I'm working over here. I'm grinding over here. They may not see it as such. And you may feel some type of way about that. This is what I do. I'm in the middle of something. They may not care. They may could care less. You have to take time and let it fade out. Like, yo, this person really just did that. Yes, they did. And the faster you can accept it, the better for you. The quicker you can accept it, the easier it's going to be for you to get back to focus on what it is you got to get done. Is everybody going to be understanding? No. Is everybody going to be caring of what it is you need to do? No. Some people are going to seem rude. They may feel that what they're doing is legitimate. They may feel that their business is legitimate. That's what they feel. It is what it is. Don't get caught up in that. Don't worry about how this person feels or what they feel towards you or why they felt they needed to do what they did. Don't worry about that. You still have to perform. You still have to finish strong, very strong at that. You still got to go hard. So if what they did was petty, so be it. If what they did felt like it came from a place of lack of understanding, so be it. The person may not hate you. Maybe they had some lack of understanding. Maybe, they could care less and they just want to do what they feel they need to do. Some people, they're not going to understand. Some people are not going to care. You still got to do what it is you have to do. And you can't care about them at the end of the day. You can't let them get in your way up here. They may try to get in your way physically. All right. They may try to like stop you here, or they may do something. Maybe they're not trying to stop you. Maybe they just do something that does stop you. And as frustrating as that is, you have to not let it stop you up here. Like, yo, did this person really just do that? Unfortunately, yes, they did. They may have just did that. They may have just did something that interrupts you or stops you or puts what you're doing on pause. Don't get out of character. All right. Take some time to relax. If you get out of character, hey, that's okay. You should choose not to and do your best not to. But maybe they really threw you off and you really needed that little moment in time to complete to complete your mission, to get that thing done and finished. Maybe it seems like, yo, this person got in the way on purpose. Maybe it may seem like that. Maybe it's not that. Maybe they didn't get in the way on purpose. Maybe it's just an unfortunate situation to where this person just didn't care. But either way, however you could look at it, however you could analyze it, however you could pick it apart and sort it out, you still have to do you. You still got to get the job done. And it's upsetting when it seems like people don't care about what we have to do. It feels like the person doesn't care about us, or they don't give a crap about us, or they're not worried about what it is we need to do or what we're doing. That is that's a rough experience. I was in my mode. I was flying high. I was in my zone. I was in my zone, but it is what it is. Sometimes life happens and things will take you out your zone. Sometimes you may have to restart. Sometimes you may have to do something over again. Don't take it out on the person. All right, don't waste your time being upset with them, because that time has passed. Allow yourself to get over it. Allow yourself to get through it. But keep in mind, while getting over it, I can't spend too much time worried about what happened. I can't spend too much time focused on the past. Is unfortunate that this happened, but I gotta boss up and act like it didn't happen. I gotta boss up and act like this didn't just bother me and just ruin what I was trying to do. I have to not view it that way. Even if it did ruin what I was trying to do, I'm not going to feel like it. As it may take me a second to get there, but that's what I can do that with my mind if I choose to. This isn't just positive self-talk. This is positive self-thinking. All right, so this is a positive mindset I can choose to have. So, it's unfortunate that happened. That might have been wrong. That person might be in the wrong. But guess what? I have to keep my mind in the right. The person may be in the wrong, but I have to keep my mind right. I have to keep my mind in the right. I have to get my mind right. I have to get my mind back on the right track despite what that person just did. That might have caused me some harm, all right, mentally, because it's like, yo, why would you do that? You know I'm doing what it is I need to do. This is my only 15 minutes to myself on my lunch break. I was just on the phone with someone and that was an important phone call. I'm in here taking some time off from things because I go extremely hard, and this is my time to myself to be by myself. I need this little time to play my game and let off some steam. This is my time to where I just my me time and I just do what I need to do because I take care of all my business and my responsibilities. You know that. All right, but maybe they don't. Maybe they could care less about it. Maybe they're not viewing it as important as you do. We got to accept that people aren't going to care about things as much as we do. They're going to care less most of the time. Most of the time, people aren't going to care about the things you do as much as you do. That's why you love doing it. That's why you enjoy doing it. You care about it, not them. It's not something that they love to do. You love to do it. It's not something that they're going to become great at and become a master at and become successful at. You are. Well, you know what? This person is not doing what I'm doing. This person is not going to become successful at what I'm doing. I really care about this. Let me get back, since I care so much about it, let me get myself out of that negative mindset and hop back into a positive one and continue to get my work done. That's what winners do. Winners continue to win. Even if someone may have had a situation to where it seems like they wanted to see us lose, or they may have caused us to lose out on some time or lose out on this or lose out on that. Forget them. I got to get back to what it is I was doing for the sake of me and what I want to complete and my vision and what I want to do. This person's not doing what I'm doing. I can't let them get in the way up here too. Let them stop you physically and then let them stop you up here too. That's when you start sinning. You start sinning when you allow them to get to you up here. That's the sin. Letting them stop you up here, letting them get in the way up here, letting them take time from you up here. You'll never get back when you could be working, harder, doing things to make you get away from them if that's what you choose to do. If it's not just a mistake and it's not just someone that actually just did something by accident. Even if they did do it by accident and you're not rocking with them like that, they ain't got nothing to do with you, and you're just in a situation to where you have to deal with them momentarily. Yes, keep grinding so that way you can get your own and not have anyone interrupt you. So that way you could have your more of the peace that you truly desire and that you really want, so no one can interrupt you. Because not everyone's going to care about the things that you care about as much as you care about them. People will choose the time that you're trying to do something and get something done to interrupt. Yes. If they don't care, yes. If they don't care about you and what you're trying to do, yes. But that's why you have to care about you, and you have to continue to go hard, and you have to care about yourself that much. You have to care about yourself that much to where you're willing to work harder now. Okay, I see what situation I'm in. I see how this is going. I'm not going to use this time to complain or get upset. Or if I do have to complain for a little bit, or if I do have to get upset for a little bit, hey, it's immediately back to grinding out. It's immediately back to my purpose. It's immediately back to what I need to do. I let off that steam. Now let me refocus. I said how I felt. I got it off my chest. Blase, whatever. Now it's time to get back focused. Because you can't afford to lose time and miss out on things you need to get done because somebody is playing games and somebody knows darn well that they're playing with you. All right, most of the time when you are focused and you're trying to succeed, people will play games with you and they will not care. People will play games with you, they won't care, and unfortunately sometimes they will on purpose get in the way. That's just how this success goes sometimes. It's a fight. You have to keep fighting for the level of success that you want and the amount of success that you want, because the people that don't care will try do their best to try to get in the way. And you still can't let that bother you to the point to where now your mind is only focused on what someone did instead of what you can do. Don't waste your time focused on what someone did. Focus on what it is you can do. That's what has to happen. That's how you can work on yourself to empower yourself and to get away from those kinds of situations. You want to empower yourself and use what you have and use that greatness that you know you're manifesting and working towards to empower yourself to be able to get away from whatever interruption, whatever that's bothering you, whatever that's playing with you, whatever that doesn't care about you wanting to win. Maybe you're in a situation to where there are things that cause interruptions with what you're doing. If that's the case, you have to boss up and realize that, if I end up to continue on this path, I'm going to continue to have to deal with this. So while I'm on this path and I have to deal with this, it's not the end of the world. I'm not going to focus on this. I'm going to put myself in a mind frame to where I can do things and create something and make something and make something of myself to get out of a situation like this to where I won't have to deal with this anymore. And that's the power of the mind. All right, don't make yourself a victim because something that is taking place that you don't want to happen. That other person doesn't care about you. They only care about what they had to do and what they needed to do, and they did it. And they got what they needed to do done. Unfortunately, they did what they needed to do. So you boss up. And it's not as unfortunate as you may think or as we may think. It's what happened is unfortunate, but still you got to look for the diamond in the rough. You got to look for beneath the surface of this thing. Allow negative situations to empower you. Man, I don't like when that happens. That really irks my spirit. That really irks my nerves. What should I do to be able to remove myself from having this continue in my life? Be better every single day. Do more if you can. Do something extra if you can. Create something else if you can. Figure out a way to get out of it. Pray your way out of it. All right, work your way out of it. Think your way out of it. But just don't complain, because that's not going to do anything for you. That's not going to get you anywhere. Complain, that's what people who want to stop you, that's what they want you to do, and that's where they want to keep you at. They want to keep you in a complaining state, in an upset state. They want to keep you in a state where you're upset and where you're mad and where you're not getting things done. That's how people stop you. They may want to stop you, but you don't allow them to. They may want to stop you, but you don't let them. You don't let that, they may want to get in your way, but you don't let them. How they can get in your way is by getting to you up here. If you block them out of your mind, despite what it is they do in front of you or to you or whatever, you can still succeed and you still stand a chance of succeeding. They knock you down, you're going to have to pick yourself back up if you want to keep going. They may have knocked you down. Pick yourself back up. And don't focus on the fact that, oh man, this person is this person is that. Don't focus on that. Stay focused on what you're trying to achieve in that moment. If you're trying to finish your shift and the person that you don't like comes there early on purpose to make that last half hour a living hell, Find something to keep your mind off of that. Don't focus on them. Don't look at them. Don't even worry about them. It may be hard because that's the target of your mind, because that person may be targeting you, but you got to talk to yourself like you're a coach. Yo, I'm not going to worry about this person. This person it is what it is. I have to finish strong. I got to finish up. Let me go wipe the tables. Let me go file this paper in the back. Let me go do whatever I need to do to get away from this person. Let me go type up the tomorrow's schedule. All right, let me go make the program for tomorrow's meeting. Do whatever you need to do to not focus on someone else. You know what? This person is a real jerk for that. You know what? Let me get back to work for that. Let me get back to work to get away from them. Let me get back to work to better myself so I could get more resources, so I could do more for myself, so I won't have to be around that. All right, you have to work hard, and the things that you don't want are just the things that you don't want are a representation of what you do want. Allow the things that you don't want to push you to where you want to go. All right, everything happens for a reason, even the things that we don't want. Allow them to make you better. Allow them to push you in the direction where you're supposed to be. If you're somewhere where you feel you're not supposed to be, that means it's something that you're supposed to be doing. Allow yourself to do something to get something done so you can get away. So you won't have to continue to be in contact with things and people and places that you don't want to see, you don't want to be, you don't want around you. People that straight up disrespecting you and your time because they feel they have that power over you to do whatever they want. And if you don't like it, you can go, kind of thing. Work your way up, boss up. That way you can go. And that way you don't have to argue, you don't get upset. That's what bosses do. Bosses say, you know what, that was messed up. But they wipe themselves off, they take that lick and they keep going. And that's what you got to do when the going get tough, the tough get going. You got to keep telling yourself that until you become mentally tough, to where when things happen, you could just dust yourself off and keep going. That's what it's all about. There's going to be there's going to be people that do things that you don't like and that you dislike and that you really have a strong idea towards, but you got to get over it. You got to get over it. You got to put it past you, and you got to forget those things that are behind, so that way you can keep pressing towards the mark. We are forgetting those things that are behind, and we are pressing toward the mark. You got to keep pressing towards your greatness. They may hate to see you become great. They may not like it. They may feel some type of way towards it. Oh well, you can't stop because of that. They may have only left you with a little window, a little short bit of time to get what you need to do done. Still do something. Still get it done. You may not be able to do as much as you wanted to do because the devil tried to get in the way. Still continue to, it doesn't matter if it's 8 minutes, 20 minutes, do what it is you need to do. It may not be as much as you normally do, but the fact that you still did it anyway, you're impressing in your mind that I'm going to continue on and keep doing what I need to do, regardless of what comes my way. That little bit of time is very important still, because you didn't quit. You didn't do what they wanted you to do, and you ruined their day. They tried to ruin your day and you ruined theirs instead, because you're never going to quit. You're never going to stop like they want you to. Seeing you quit would have made their day. All right, whatever invoked that person to do that, whatever spirit they got on them to do that, it would have made their day for you to just give up. Your spirit would have been down. Your energy would have changed. You would have not been your normal, upbeat, good feeling self. Seeing you quit would have made their day. All right, but when people want to see you quit, you ruin their day by you keeping a positive attitude and still doing what you need to do. Now you got them losing it. You got them losing it. Make them lose it. Make them lose their mind that you didn't stop. Make them lose their mind because you chose to keep going. It's their problem that they had. It's their problem that they had an issue with you in the first place. They know they don't like to see you be great. And if that's their business, if that's their purpose, if that's their issue, if that's the problem that they have, that's on them and not you. Seeing you quit would have made their day, but you ruined it instead. And now they're losing it because you didn't stop. I'll see you the next one. We out.